Hi, I'm Angie. I'm 36. I am would consider myself a traveler and somebody who travels and explores a lot. And recently, another thing that's really been about me and I've sort of made in my whole personality, it feels like, is that I am somebody who has the BRCA2 gene, so BRCA2. For those who don't know, means there's a gene mutation from one of your parents' sides. Doesn't really matter who, or from which side, and I think it can occur on both sides. Mine was from my mom, but it puts me at a much higher risk of developing breast or ovarian cancer, and then also skin cancer. And then for men, it also really elevates the risk of breast cancer as well, because men can get breast cancer. And then also prostate cancer and again skin cancer. So yeah, not terribly surprising. Family history is both my parents passed when they were both 65. There was an 8-year age difference, so we had our mom for 8 more years. But like I said, both my parents passed when they were 65, both from cancer. My mom was from breast cancer, my dad was from prostate cancer, both when they were 65 years old. So it's always, with my dad passing early, it was kind of like, oh, I probably don't have the longest life expectancy, just family history. And then with my mom also, when she was 65, sort of feels like that's my expiration date. I have brothers, so I sometimes say our, because it feels collectively like it's impacting all of us, but this is about my journey. So it feels like I have an expiration date at 65, so, you know, what, 29 more years? So yeah, so with BRCA, I found out last May, or this May, I guess, 2022. My mom passed last year, August of 2021. And then a couple months after that, kind of found out that there was a family history. And so I got tested, found out that I was positive with it. So it puts me at, again, much higher elevated risk of developing breast or ovarian cancer. Skin cancer obviously is still a concern, but since the family history is breast cancer, that's definitely where my first concern is. So even before I got testing back, I already knew I would do surgery, and that would help to lower my risk and help provide some peace of mind. And so that's kind of been a process, talking to breast surgeons and gynecological surgeons too, for when I need to have my ovaries out. But breast is happening first. It'll be a big surgery, but with the ovarian and hysterectomy, it will start me into early menopause. So I'm not as predisposed to want to start that when I'm 36. I'm not going to want to do it when I'm 40 either, but I will. Yeah, so for breast cancer, so that's kind of the focus, I guess. So I got my surgery date last Friday. Feeling very real. So January 12th of 2023, I will have a double mastectomy. Nipple with not nipple sparing is the phrasing. So they will take all the breast tissue, take the milk ducts, and take the nipple, and then kind of sew me back up. I'll have kind of a T, kind of across and then up. Can't really see, but across and up. And then also higher up will be part of reconstruction, which is the one shining spot. And then they'll put in expanders, and then they will kind of over time fill those up. And then once they're to the right size and my skin has stretched back to what looks proportionate for my body size and what I want, again, like I told the plastic surgeon, I'm not really concerned about size, but more just like higher up on my chest would be lovely. And so that's happening. So then once the expanders have been filled as far, to what looks right and proportionate for me and equal on either side, then they'll do what they call an exchange surgery. So they take out the expanders and put in implants. And then once that's all healed, and drains. I think I'll have drains again for those actually. All that comes out and all is healed, then I will undergo 3D nipple tattooing, so that's part of the reconstruction as well. So a lot happening in that regard, which is really strange. I typically travel a lot. It's something I really love to do. It's something I kind of find my identity in, especially since my mom has passed. It's something I've done to, yeah, live a full life. That's how I like to spend my time, is traveling and my money. So it's really weird that come after New Year's, I don't really have anything planned until the fall, which is probably normal for a lot of people, but it feels really abnormal for me to not have flights booked or anything kind of to look forward to. So it's a little weird. Something my therapist recommended was to book a couple like close trips, like a weekend away or whatever, you know, something I could just drive to easily or take a train to. I'm in Portland, so our train system's really just Seattle. That's the only thing the train would take me to. But yeah, it's just really weird to not feel like I know what next year is gonna look like. That's okay. Trying to let that go. I will fail at that a million times over, but that's kind of what I'm aiming at. So yeah, so I just kind of want to start this channel, I guess, just because I don't want to keep it so bottled up as much. I talk to my friends, I talk to my therapist, but it's just kind of, I know I'm not the only one going through it. Or maybe there's somebody out there who has a family history, but they've never had genetic testing and they're not sure about it. I don't know. I just want to put this out there because hopefully it'll help somebody else and help just for me to have an outlet too. So I don't know. We'll see. This might be stupid, but just kind of a way to document what happens and hopefully laugh more than I cry along the way, at least in the end. So yeah, that's me. I don't know if I'll post anymore, if this one will even get posted. We'll see how it goes, how I feel, but that's what's going on in my life. So looking forward to next year and also dreading it at the same time. So we'll see what comes next. So that's me.